Ha ha ha. 9 dragons circling the palace, 10,000 flowers blooming together. My Chilan son has been born. Dakian shall thrive for 10,000 years.
This transition is way too abrupt. I got stabbed just a second ago, and I respawned the next. That stone ball the old man sold me is definitely a scam. "16 years now. I've cultivated for 4 hours every single day without fail. I worked harder than 996 for culture in my past life. Turns out all my progress got swallowed by this stupid rock. This kind of life where you only get forced over time, but never get paid. I'm sick of it and just want to quit."
Ninth Prince, make way quickly. It's Grand Princess Crimson Blood Stallion. Well, if it isn't our so-called 9 Dragons Godson. 16 years and you're still just at the first level of body tempering. Ah.
The aptitude test isn't over yet. We don't know for sure who's been slacking off.
Why does my green lawn sword feel?
Ninth Prince Yilingchen, come up to the stage to receive the blessing test. Father. If Lingchen still shows the white light talent, I'm afraid it's time to take the title of Godson away from him, don't you think? Host, you've worked overtime for 16 years, paid your debt in full. Your chaotic core foundation is complete. The spirit testing monument broke. This is a treasure that can withstand an attack from the Emperor rank. What an extreme talent. It exceeds the upper limit the Heavenly Tao can bear.
16 years of debt. Your son has paid it off, father.
Chinner, after 16 years of laying low, I had no idea you had cultivated such profound depth.
Well, no, that's just my old workaholic instinct. I accidentally said what I really was thinking. On Earth Blue, star we call this getting paid what I'm owed, father. Your son didn't intentionally hide this from you these 16 years. It's just that the cultivation method I practice is special. It requires 9 full cycles before finalization. 5 plus show off before refresh. All my previous efforts would have gone to waste. This kind of client-pleasing nonsense. I can make up 300 of these a year back in my whole life. This should be enough to fool this old emperor.
Ha ha ha. What a wonderful saying of 9 cycles before culmination. Now that your talent has been revealed, starting today, you will move out of that desolate Psi Hall. Take residence in Cloud Ranging Pavilion. I grant you 10,000 spirit stones, and permit you to enter the Scripture Pavilion. 16 years of nourishment, host. Your mortal body has been forged into a chaotic great furnace. Your current cultivation is at the peak of the 9th level of Qi gathering.
I've already reached the peak of Qi gathering, just like that. Other people cultivating for 16 years might not even get here. This is my one-time back pay after 16 years of paid vacation.
Host, thanks to your soul being already stable from your past life, the stone spirit unlocks its second function, Dharma analysis. It allows you to see through any flaws in all cultivation methods. The 9th Prince truly is hiding his real strength. But this imperial capital does not need a second son.
Go back and tell your master. Overtime sucks, but if someone wants me to clock out permanently, I don't mind sending them to meet their maker.
Your performance at the Martial Arena yesterday is the talk of the capital, but I can tell you don't want to stay here.
Princess Sue, for someone who just wants to coast. Fame is a heavy burden. I feel like the unlucky soul, trending on the hot search list.
You are the divine prince of Deqian, destined to uphold the dynasty's glory. This contains marrow-cleansing heart-soothing pills. My father asked me to deliver them, hoping they'll help you stabilize your cultivation.
Marrow-cleansing heart-soothing pills. Top grade. Side effect. Long-term use creates spiritual dependency, controlled by the giver.
General Sue is clearly a shrewd one. I'll pass on the pills, Princess Sue. As for the engagement, if you want out, I'm ready anytime.
Do you think I'd break it off because you were mediocre before? Or do you think the current me is not good enough now?
Ancient fragment detected. Primordial veiling hand. Level unfathomable. Ninth Prince, this damaged scripture killed 3 brilliant royal elders. Do not court disaster.
Thanks for the warning, Elder. But I have this quirk. I love taking on missions the client says are impossible.
Deduction via Ionian idle energy. Successful. Primordial veiling hand. First form. Shatter the void.
With this power back when I got mugged that night, maybe I wouldn't have transmigrated. But since I'm here, no one's making me the pushover wage slave ever again.
Ninth brother, talent alone isn't enough. Can't even handle a beast. Father will take back the Lingyun Pavilion.
Since you all want a show, the tickets won't be cheap.
This is no chi condensation realm. This pressure. Chin air.
Father, I've been feeling lately. The capital is fine, but hinders my path, with the northern barbarians stirring. I wish to go to Jinbei Pass to guard our borders.
This trash is digging his own grave. The north is the barbarian's domain. Do you know? Once you're there, even I cannot protect you.
I don't need protection. I'm just tired of the palace politics. How can I level up secretly with surveillance everywhere? The north is chaotic, but no boss checks on you.
Very well. I grant you the Jinbei token, command over 3,000 elite riders. Return alive, and the crown prince position is yours.
My colleagues looked at me the same way when I quit my last job, half relieved, half sneering. But they didn't know how sweet the air is outside this suffocating well. Let's go. Destination, Jinbei Pass.
Princess Qingwan, what is this?
The northern barbarians are savage. The divine son of Deqian must be protected. My father has petitioned his majesty to allow me 100 personal guards to march north with the army, to ensure the ninth prince's safety.
Ensure my safety? More likely, the inspection department still isn't convinced. They had to send a high-ranking supervisor to tag along. Though, the supervisor is quite a sight for sore eyes.
Yilingjin, the northern frontier is not like the capital. There are no soft, warm beds there. Only endless cold winds and endless hordes of demonic barbarians. Are you truly prepared?
Princess, have you ever seen common folk who toil for 16 hours a day to survive, yet still can't see a future for themselves? Compared to that life, the winds of the northern frontier are actually quite warm.
Detecting massive negative energy concentration 3 kilometers ahead. These with fluctuations.
I knew it. Things were never going to be as smooth as the expense report claimed. The Crown Prince's cleaners have grown impatient.
Assassins ambushing a prince within Deqian's borders? Do you have any respect for the law?
Ha ha ha. There are no princes here. Only dead men.
Sorry, I wanted to play along with you all as a regular guy, but you had to force this old employee to work overtime.
Universal law analysis, initiate.
His timing was impeccable. Not a single ounce of spiritual energy was wasted. Every bit of force was directed at the opponent's fatal point. That's not talent. That's an art form born of slaughter. If you possess such strength, why did you endure 16 years of humiliation in the capital? If you had shown it, His Majesty would never have.
Princess, showing strength is about solving problems, not about inviting more trouble. In my past life, my understanding, revealing your hand too early only gets you exploited harder by your superiors.
I don't understand your strange talk, but I know this. Strength is a weapon to protect home and country. You have this power, yet you choose to hide it. It's a desecration of your gift. Though your character is unruly and your words are strange, you did not falter in the canyon today. Su Wanli retracts her previous disdain. From this day forth, I will truly regard you as my betrothed. Until our wedding day, my life will be your shield.
This girl is such a simple soul, in a world of deceit and treachery. How did such a righteous worldview survive? Although, this feeling of being protected is perhaps a little better than fighting alone.
Host, due to your recent intense combat, idle earnings doubled. Current analysis progress. Su Wanli's Azure Phoenix Sword intent similarity, 30%. Can convert to Primordial Sword Chi.
No need. Her sword is pure. My primordial stone spirit is too domineering. Don't taint her sword heart. Since I have to be this ninth prince in this life, then at least I must protect these people who are still kind in this world. The barbarians? I hope you're more durable than the rats in the capital sewers. A bit more at least. In the past, this environment would have been classic terrible working conditions. Minus 40 degrees, no heating. For the soldiers to guard here for millennia, I must say, this dynasty's KPI execution is downright terrifying.
Host, this place is called the Bloodfrost Tundra. Countless corpses of demonic barbarians and human powerhouses are buried beneath. The aura is tremendous. Idle system has auto-switched to baleful aura body tempering mode. Halt, intruder. Heavy Northern Territory. Trespassing without military order is death. How dare you? This is His Highness the Ninth Prince, holding the Northern Garrison Tiger Tally. Kneel.
The Tiger Tally is here. You've all worked hard guarding the pass. I'm not here today for comfort. I'm here to stand guard with you all.
Deputy General Zhang, Hu of the Northern Garrison, at your service, Your Highness. The northern winds are harsh. I hope Your Highness doesn't mind.
He didn't put on the airs of a prince. Instead, he precisely grasped what northern men value most: respect. This Yi Lingchen, really? Is he just a useless fool?
Your Highness, the North doesn't feed idlers, nor keep trash. This throat-burning toast is offered with life. If you can't drink it, return to the capital early.
Back in my day, to close deals, I drank those old foxes into the hospital while you were still playing in the mud. You were still playing in the mud. Good liquor, but the one offering it talks too much. Deputy General Zhang, don't test my courage with wine. Show me your grain and fodder ledgers. That's the stuff that can truly scare a man to death.
The supplies Your Highness brought today are relief. But I can't hide it from you. If the barbarians launch a full assault within 3 days, the pass won't hold.
I hate overtime. I despise waiting to die, defending a wall. 3 days? I give the barbarians 1 night. Tonight, I'll make them regret ever setting foot into Qian for the rest of their lives. If these clients want to ruin this local character, they'll have to go through me first. Is this lever in my hand strong enough?
Midnight. You just said at the banquet you'd settle it in one night. Is that sheer arrogance, or?
Your Highness. The elite barbarians bypass the beacon towers. They're 100 meters from the pass.
I'd like to retire to the capital early too. But the people here are too honest. I can't bear to watch them die for nothing. Pass my order. Open the city gate. I, alone on my horse, will slaughter their vanguard camp.
Barbarian assault. A prince of Dichian. What a big fish. I'll take your head.
Midnight. Look out.
Overtime's here. And this shift requires bloodshed. Chaos Veiling Hand. Shatter the void. Anyone who takes a single step past this pass dies.
Your Highness is divine. If not for your Highness today, the barbarian assassins would have entered the city. Shinbei Pass would have been bathed in blood.
Save the formalities. First rule of the workplace. Don't outshine the boss. Even if the boss is my own father. But the local powers in the northern frontier are probably getting restless.
Eternal AFK. Gains increased by 20%. Gathering Chi Realm, 9th layer peak. Bottleneck loosening. We thought he was trash, sent here to die. To give us an excuse for the Crown Prince. But with that Chaos Veiling move, he might just veil the heavens. No need to panic, father. No matter how strong the prince is, he still needs to eat and cultivate. We control the northern frontier's spirit mines and supplies. If he wants to establish himself within the pass, he must pay homage to our dock.
Zhang Hu is brave, but northern frontier affairs are complex.
Princess, if you discovered a project manager embezzling company funds, your first instinct would be to call the authorities, or first check the ledger of his embezzlement.
What is a project manager? What are authorities?
What I mean is, if they behave. I'll look the other way.
Xinhuan Shan of the Shin family pays respects to the 9th prince. My father, grateful for your highness's merit in slaying the barbarians, has ordered this humble servant to deliver these meager gifts.
This old play of gifting with hidden agendas. I've seen all back on Blue Star.
There are at least 50 true martial realm experts lying in ambush here. The formation is concealed, not yet activated. Are they insane? Daring to ambush a prince within the pass?
They're not insane. They're interviewing me. If I run scared, I'm only fit to be their puppet.
Your Highness, the northern frontier is bitterly cold. Only this blazing body wine can ward off the chill. Your Highness, please.
Good wine, just a little too weak. Governor Shun, let's be straight with each other. You want me to help the Shun family get the mining rights to all the spirit mines in the northern border.
Your Highness is straightforward. The mineral veins in the 6 cities of the northern border are managed by my Shin family. If your Highness would be willing to mention this in a confidential letter to His Majesty the Emperor.
Oof. Governor Shun, do you look down on me? Or do you look down on the Dakian royal family? I want 50%, specifically half of Shun family's current existing inventory. In return, I can let go of the fact that your Shun family secretly colluded with the Grand Prince to smuggle military grain to the barbarians.
Why, you're slandering me. Where's your proof?
This document records all the routes of the Shun family caravans from last year. How were you able to freely enter and exit during the barbarian blockade? Do I need to keep reading? This feeling of negotiating with someone after holding their dirty secret, it's way more satisfying than groveling to customers.
Then how did you know for sure he was colluding with the barbarians? If he'd panicked and acted recklessly just now, we might not have gotten out unscathed.
He wouldn't dare. A sly old fox like him. What he fears most is losing the status he already has. The more confident I act, the more he'll believe that I have. The Imperial secret guards left for me by my father behind me.
You're playing with fire here.
Princess, this is called resource integration.
Oh, congratulations on obtaining massive resources. Current offline cultivation experience is abundant. Bottleneck breakthrough detected. Promoting to true martial realm now.
These are the best soldiers Dakian has to offer.
This is the disabled camp. The pensions allocated by the Imperial Court every year. Most of them have been embezzled by the quartermaster. They...
This axe is too light.
The center of gravity is shifted 3/10 to the left. You're doing this to cover the sword wound on your left arm, aren't you? Captain Chow.
Your Highness, how do you know this old man?
I don't just know you. I also know every single brother here. Zhongsen lost 3 fingers. He lost them saving his comrade in arms, blocking the strike for him. Wang Wu, the fire poison on his back still hasn't been cleared. That was from 3 years ago at Blaze Valley. Let's fight our way back to the wasteland.
Rare 9 Nether Ghost Fire Physique detected. Due to meridian blockage, your cultivation has been reversing. It is recommended to guide it with Chaos True Chi.
They say you're a good-for-nothing with shattered meridians, but in my eyes, you're the sharpest blade in this northern garrison pass. Simply throwing money can't buy loyalty. This is my first power base in the northern frontier.
Impossible. The formation's orientation has been tampered with. If we force a repair, half of Shinbei Pass will be blown up. The Shin family's little darlings.
Master MO, the spiritual energy flow between the Shin and Kuin positions seems a beat slow. What do you think? Doesn't it seem like the intrusion of subterranean cold chi is causing the spiritual energy to congeal?
What does a brat like you know? Subterranean cold chi congealing. Why didn't I think of that? The formation isn't broken, the environment has changed, Your Highness. Was that earlier point just a coincidence?
You flatter me, Master Imo. I merely found that glow displeasing and spoke offhand. It's all thanks to your master's heaven-reaching skill that the northern frontier's people find peace.
This youth is unfathomable. He clearly saw the truth. Yet left face for this old man. With such a person, great things are assured.
Governor Shun, I intended to offer you an early retirement. But you had to sell the company's core secrets to those outsiders at the last moment. This contract you signed is a death warrant.
Your Highness, it was the foreign shamans who forced me. They hold the lives of over 100 members of my Shin family.
Lin Xing, has the letter's content been verified?
Master, discovered in the Shin family's secret chamber. 3 secret correspondences between the Crown Prince and the barbarian Shaman King.
Colluding with outsiders, betraying secrets. You have betrayed hundreds of thousands of innocent people in the northern frontier.
I have verified today. Shen Songlong colluded with the barbarians. Every tale of military funds he embezzled was blood money for our brothers.
Kill him.
Today, I do not kill him on my father's behalf. Today, on behalf of the brothers who died with eyes wide open on the wasteland, I borrow his head.
Host, be advised. An extreme threat is approaching. The target carries immense death energy. That aura. It's from the barbarian god's altar.
The previous probing is over. It seems killing Shun Songlong has triggered their final ultimatum. Looks like this overtime is mandatory.
Ah, Mother. Is this the battlefield? Why is the sky red? The smell of minced meat is everywhere. I don't want to die. I haven't even married Xiaohua from next door yet. Stop staring at the sky, look at that cutie right in front of you. Prince Ninth is watching us from behind. If you dare to take a single step back, I'll chop you down first. Your Highness, old Chow gives my life back to the northern border today.
You monster, accept your death. I am the daughter of the nation.
There is no beauty in this battle at all. Only the most primitive tearing and shattering. For the prince!
For the northern border.
Kill these bastards. This desperate outburst comes from the fact that they all know their current commander is not some prince who only enjoys comfort in the rear. It's Yi Lingchen, the man who gave them all their dignity. Your Highness, the energy of the city protecting formation is less than 30% left. That phantom of the barbarian god is far too strong.
Master Imo, hold on for another half hour. Since they want to play this big, then I'll give them a lesson they'll never forget for the rest of their lives.
Who dares to retreat?
A mere evil god clone dares to run amok in my territory. This job, I'll take it.
I will kill him. He is the core fortune of the Dacian dynasty.
Annihilation.
Why yes, your highness. He's killing a god. The 9 dragons return to their positions. Your highness's divine might. Soldiers, charge with me. Kill!
This is my husband, the hope of Dacian.
I bear the fortune of Dacian, standing firm at this pass. All of my soldiers, the wounded will be treated, the fallen will be compensated. As long as I still breathe, not a single barbarian shall step into this pass.
Sigh. Your highness, these 300 men are all veteran seasoned masters. Even the weakest among them are above the 7th level of G gathering.
Back when I recruited soldiers in my past life, well, I feared most were this kind of experts who only have raw skills, but don't know how to work as a team. The upcoming battles in the northern border can't be won by fighting alone. All those above the 9th level of Chi gathering, step forward. I ask you, if a military order goes against your intuition, which one will you choose?
Those who choose intuition can return to your original camps. You're supposed to adapt on the fly anyway.
I don't need self-righteous people here. Why aren't you joining the selection? You are the only new recruit in the city defense battle who didn't retreat an inch, under the barbarian god's pressure.
We need to get our brothers buried properly first.
Write that down. He's the first one. The personal guard I want must have a heart as steady as the stone of the north.
Host, we've detected a location 100 meters underground beneath Shinbei Pass. There's an extremely powerful sword intent fluctuation, neither alive nor dead.
This is the place of Shun Sunwong, the underground secret that sword lunatic of the north would rather die than protect. Looks like this long-term mission is finally coming to light.
The barbarians think women are weak. Today, let's show them. The swords of our Dacian women can also cut off the horns of the barbarian gods. Attack!
Oh.
Yi Lingchen once said that fighting isn't just rushing to your death. It's about finding the logical flaws in your opponent. His words sound weird, but they make perfect sense.
You fought brilliantly today. I thought you'd charge and head on. I never expected you to use an ambush like this.
It's called maximizing resource utilization. Didn't you teach me this?
Oh no, this righteous young lady is getting corrupted by my corporate drone way of thinking. She's even learned to scheme now.
Someone from the royal family? That greedy kid from the Shin family is dead.
The entire Shun family has fallen.
Heh heh heh. You carry the scent of chaos on you.
Old sir, if you really intended to drive me away, those 3 sword strikes just now wouldn't have merely brushed past me. This is my subordinate. She has incredible talent, but no one to guide her. Old sir, if your sword art is lost here underground, that would be a true pity.
What can you offer me?
To give you the chance to make the northern barbarians tremble beneath your sword. You can't force a high-level advisor like him. I have to appeal to him with cultural inheritance and this kind of higher value.
You want me to come out of here? Fine. Take 1 strike from my sword. If you survive, this old life of mine is yours.
I'm ready, strike.
Your Highness, this is made at home by me. Please, have a taste.
Good craftsmanship. Once the shop is fixed, open it soon. The North can't stay cold and grim forever. It needs the warmth of daily life. In my past life at the company, all my employees avoided me when they saw me. Now here at this unsafe border, a bowl of porridge tastes more comforting than a year-end bonus ever did. Maybe this is why that old man brought me here. This isn't charity. It's the dividend you rightfully deserve. What Dakian owes you, I will make right. What I owe you, I will remember for the rest of my life.
I will give my life to serve your Highness.
He didn't use flowery words to inspire morale, but he's defended it with down-to-earth interests and the most sincere eyes. The very soul of the northern frontier, such prestige, has already far surpassed the title of 9th Prince.
Your Highness, right now in Jinbei Pass, both the militiamen and the regular army only recognize the entire tally, and they recognize you, even if the Imperial Court issues an edict today ordering you back to the capital. I'm afraid these tens of thousands of troops would all follow you.
What I want isn't a private army. What I want is a steel division that makes the barbarian tribes tremble just at the sound of its name.
Detected a massive convergence of powerful faith energy. Luck value within the spirit stone space increased significantly. AFK acceleration activated. 3 times speed. Your Majesty, the Shin clan has been eliminated. His Highness the 9th Prince beheaded the Phantom of the Barbarian God at Jinbei Pass, and reclaimed the remaining mining rights held by the Shin and Zhao clans. Right now, his prestige across the entire northern frontier is unmatched. He beheaded the Phantom of the Barbarian God? Ha ha ha. He's far better than I was back in my day. Your Majesty. The 9th Prince has taken over military and political affairs, and even altered the pension regulations without authorization. The first prince has submitted more than 10 memorials impeaching him, accusing him of deliberate treason. Chinner. Everyone thinks that when I sent you to the northern frontier, I left you to fend for yourself. But what they don't know is, this imperial palace is a poisonous swamp. All my other sons have rotted away amid power schemes. Only this harsh, frigid land can forge you into the Dragon War Blade. My lord, this is your package.
That old man sent so many people to spy on me, yet he secretly gathered 3 batches of hidden military supplies for me.
Now that you've cleaned up the Shin clan's mess, get back to cultivating. Don't go around thinking you're just some bookkeeping clerk.
That old man is still as prideful as ever. But I'll gladly accept this overtime gift from across the distance.
Your Majesty, this old servant does not teach the art of slaying dragons, only the art of killing. How much they can comprehend depends on their own fate.
Rest assured, old master, the staff training I provide them is absolutely top tier. This is my true core force. We don't look at birth or background, only at their loyalty to this land.
Everything is initially settled. But according to my intelligence, the reason the barbarians retreated this time is because their internal barbarian god selection has begun. Once the new barbarian king is chosen, they will come back with an even more overwhelming force.
Be it barbarian king or evil god, as long as they dare to come, I will let them become the stepping stone for my Lingqian guard to advance. From a corporate workhorse to a prince. This is the unspoken rules of the workplace on the Tianwu continent. I've finally figured it out. Next, it's time for those in the capital who want me dead, by accident, to feel the pressure of a KPI review.
That good for nothing, that ninth brother who only knows how to hide in cunning palace and suckle, actually managed to turn things around in the northern frontier. Jin so long, that waste of space. Couldn't even handle a chi-gathering realm cultivator. Big brother, when your mind is in turmoil, your blade grows dull. Ninth brother is indeed full of surprises this time. The omen of 9 dragons encircling the palace, perhaps it's not just a myth after all. Stop pretending to be so high and mighty. If old Ninth really gains power, your comfortable idleness won't last. 16 years ago, when old Ninth fell into the mud pit, it was you who personally pulled him out. Back then he was a burden. Now, he's a rival. Before the dragon throne, there are no brothers, only obstacles in the path. I'll send a congratulatory gift to Jinbei Pass. Let's see if he's grown into a true dragon that can swallow the heavens.
That refined older brother who used to secretly send me pastries in the dead of night. Is he reminding me he hasn't forgotten our old bond? Or is he telling me the situation in the capital has grown so complex that even he is being drawn in?
Host, the paper cutting contains extremely subtle fluctuations of a formation array, mapping the latest movements of the Imperial Capital's Ministry of War.
It seems the brotherly affection is real, but so is the knife. Big brother is cutting off my supplies. Seventh brother is sending me a message. The office politics in the Imperial Capital are even more thrilling than fighting the northern barbarians.
Yi Lingqian says, life in the northern frontier shouldn't be all about killing. There should be some fun too.
Are you practicing the myriad swords return to the ancestor peeling technique? The green edge sword is a weapon for slaying foes. Why use a butcher's knife to kill a chicken? Here, use this one.
Since childhood, I've practiced the sword. My father and brothers only taught me to kill enemies. No one ever told me that a kitchen knife and a sword are actually different.
Seeing her usually so majestic and imposing, now witnessing this clumsy, earnest side of her, is surprisingly touching. Slow down. I'd be heartbroken if you cut your hand, even though your skin is thick.
Is it really tasty?
It's called chaotic flavor. Very chewy.
If you truly like it, I can make it for you every day from now on.
As long as it's made by you. I'll never tire of it.
Your Highness, it's no good. The shipments of mystic iron essence from the capital to the northern frontier have been halted for half a month. The crude iron we have now is of too low purity. The heavy armor forged from it simply can't withstand the barbarians' bone-crushing hammers.
As expected, Big Brother moves fast. Oomph.
Initiating source extraction. Analyzing crude iron structure. Filter out impurities. Restructure chaotic gold molecules. This is turning stone into gold. Your Highness, our brothers in the northern frontier can't fight with wooden sticks. You must reconsider.
Go tell Big Brother. The mess he left in the capital doesn't interest me. As for the black iron, my northern iron is harder than his heart.
Oh.
Trying to monopolize the supply chain? I'm the source manufacturer myself.
No matter what happens in the capital, I'll stand with you, our swords aimed at the heavens.
Your Majesty, Shin Song Long's hidden stake has been uprooted. The barbarian god's phantom was shattered by Yi Lingchen. If this sun is not removed, our southward advance is hopeless. It seems the fate of Great Qian rests on him alone. His life. Use the souls of 10,000 warriors to forge my dream-shattering bone scythe. Forbidden art activated, the 10,000-mile ice plain will become a sea of blood. Yi Lingchen, you cannot escape this battle. Northern malevolent energy is increasing exponentially. Detecting a personal karmic curse taking form.
This is no longer a skirmish, but a clash of two peoples. Two civilizations, a life and death collision.
His Highness says, "This is called duty." I'm a soldier His Highness trained. I'll die at the threshold if I must. Quit the chatter, kid. The Ninth Prince is watching us from behind. For Great Qian, go all out.
This child hasn't even passed his 17th birthday.
Yi Lingchen, give the order.
In my past life, I worked overtime for a salary. In this life, they give their lives for the land.
Yi Lingchen. Ha ha ha. You killed my people. Today, I'll use your royal blood to consecrate my sacred weapon.
Want to touch him? Have you asked my sword?
Host, this is a curse at the tribal level only. And emperors can resolve it.
Emperors will. I don't understand what an emperor is, but I understand what it means to protect. Wutu Gu, you use living souls to consecrate your weapon. I'll use your dead blood to consecrate my banner.
We pledge to follow His Highness to the death. Urgent report from the northern frontier. 800-mile express. Death to those who block the way.
Father, although Ninth Brother has had minor victories in the north, he's still young and impetuous. If he seizes control of the mineral veins without permission, and we indulge him further, trouble may arise.
Barbarian King Wutu Gu personally leads 100,000 elite troops to attack, blood sacrificing the barbarian god's phantom, intending to breach the northern fortress pass. Ninth Prince, Yi Lingchen. In white robes, he personally led the campaign before Whitewood Fortress. Well done, lad. I sent you to the demon realm, and you actually pointed your sword directly at the evil god. This battle, though born of cause and effect, such domineering spirit truly shows he is of my blood. Congratulations, Imperial Father. The Ninth Prince, at the true martial realm, counter-killed a divine avatar. Not only did he protect the northern gateway of our great Qian, he also planted a seed of fear deep in the hearts of the barbarians. Such merit is rare through the ages. Your Majesty, the Ninth Prince not only achieved outstanding military feats, but also paid compensation for the casualties from his own funds after the war. Now, the northern border troops know only the Ninth Prince, not the barbarian king. This is the will of the people, the fate of the nation, Imperial Father. Although we won this battle, the chaotic energy he mentioned in his report is of unknown origin, and he executed the northern garrison commander, Shin Songlong, without authorization, disregarding the law. If not punished severely, future troubles may arise. The law. The evidence of Shin Songlong colluding with the barbarians is irrefutable. I haven't even dealt with him yet. The entire Shin family is to be executed. Shinner did well to kill him. I know someone in the rear cut off the northern border's supplies. But Shinner, with no money, no grain, and no iron, still forged peerless heavy armor himself. What face do you people, sitting in the Golden Lawn Hall, clothed in fine silks and fed on delicacies, have to talk about rules? The 9 dragons encircling the palace is indeed no false sign. All military and political affairs of the northern border are to be decided by him alone. No official may submit memorials to overrule him. Bestow upon him the 9 dragons suppressing the world seal. To command the armies of the 3 northern provinces. Proclaim my decree. Infect the 9th Prince, Yi Lingchen, as the prince who guards the north. To see the prince is to see me. Detzi, tell me, who does this boy take after? When I was training at the border in my youth, I didn't have so many tricks. The prince is a heaven-sent prodigy. That composure and thoroughness do bear some resemblance to your majesty in your younger days. However, the prince's casual attitude towards not working overtime is quite unique. He dislikes overtime because he sees through the dullness of power. He killed Shin Songlong, not only to establish authority, but also to tell me he has the capability to shoulder this burden. This child is feeling sorry for me. Imperial Father is biased. He actually gave him command of the armies of 3 entire provinces. Eldest brother, on the surface we cannot act. But the 9th Prince slew the barbarian god's phantom this time. That is an unforgivable, mortal feud with the barbarians. Moreover, the collateral branch of the Shin family in the capital still holds that secret.
I can't help but feel the old man over there has stirred up quite a bit of hatred for me. Now, I'm a prince, the salary has increased, but the workload is probably going to double too. The Prince of Jinbei, the 9 Dragon Town World Seal.
Is the Emperor Father planning to hand the empire directly to him? A cunning, slippery commoner like him, what gives him the right? Your Highness, impatience is a major military taboo. The Ninth Prince slew the barbarian god, seized mining rights, and won the army's loyalty. His methods were swift, precise, and ruthless. In the Emperor Father's eyes, he is now a sharp sword. In the eyes of the common people, he is a war god. So, Master, you mean, this prince can only watch him build his high tower? No. He's building a castle in the air. His three greatest assets are: first, that mysterious chaotic chi. Second, the adoration of the Northern Frontiers people. Third, the support of General Su's household. We only need to sever one, disrupt another, and destroy the third. The source of His Highness's power is unknown. We just need to spread rumors. Claim he unearthed the remnant soul of a bone demon in the Northern Frontier's underground palace, and used a secret technique to possess a body. As long as the elders of the Holy Sword sect, who consider themselves righteous, believe he is a demonic practitioner. Furthermore, the Shin family has operated in the Northern Frontier for years. Shin Solong's illegitimate son, Shin Qian, is still alive. This young man is extremely scheming, under the pretense of avenging his father. He's inciting those who once received favors from the Shin family to cause trouble. What a brilliant open scheme. The Holy Sword sect is Wan Li's mother's sect. If they determine the Ninth Prince is a demon, Wan Li will be caught in a dilemma. Since the old man gave me this prince's position,
I have to make this branch company go public. Just fighting wars isn't enough. Your Highness, the Shin family's old subordinates are contacting mine bosses to start strike.
This kind of basic workplace struggle? I stopped playing the game over a decade ago.
Go, post a notice. Your Majesty, this method was stated in office weekday.
Human nature is like that. Greed is easier to control than loyalty.
But this is just the appetizer. This baseless nonsense must be the work of the capital.
Where is the Ninth Prince, Yi Lingchen?
I have received a secret report. You have employed my techniques in the Northern Frontier. Quickly, cripple your own cultivation and return with me to the Holy Sword sect for trial. They're here already.
This severed pulse master moves quite fast. Elder Lu, you say I practice demonic arts? Where's the evidence? The human body is violent and tyrannical.
It is absolutely not the nine-dragon true chi of the great Qian imperial family. Is this not demonic? Elder Lu, Wan Li has been here for 16 years.
I have never witnessed His Highness engage in demonic practices. On the contrary, it's the people in the capital who, for personal gain, would not hesitate to invite foreign enemies to the pass. Elder, you want to see Qi?
I'll show you. But this technique is extremely precious, passed down to me privately by the Emperor. Chaos Variation Edition.
Host, the Chaos Chi has been simulated as Ultimate Mutated Thunder Attribute True Chi, and infused with the royal bloodline's resonance. This is indeed the pure power of the royal bloodline, but why is it so strong? Look, everyone! The Ninth Prince is deceiving you. To curry favor with the sect, he's giving away all the spirit stones we mined so hard to the Sacred Sword sect for free. Let's charge in and take back what's ours.
A combo of public opinion warfare and supply line sabotage. Mr. Severed Pulse. I give this combo an 80. Pity. You don't know what I did in my past life. Elder, look. Among these people, someone is spreading rumors that I'm giving the spirit stones to the Sacred Sword sect. This scheme, harming others for personal gain, not only ruins my reputation, but also tarnishes your esteemed sect's honor. Who do you think is behind it?
This old man may be stubborn, but I'm not a fool. They're trying to use me as a pawn.
Shun Xian, you think you're well hidden? The scent of the bone-corroding pill you carry, I could smell from 1,000 meters away. Mr. Severed Pulse sent you here to be cannon fodder.
How do you know my name?
In the Great Xian's Human Resources database, I have files on all direct descendants of the Shun family. You think you're an avenger? You're just a temp worker the Crown Prince sold out. Still counting his money for him.
Your Highness, not only is your power astonishing, but this breadth of mind and wisdom is rarely seen in my lifetime. Upon returning to the sect, I will report everything truthfully. Your Highness need not worry about the Crown Prince's side of the story.
Wanli, this kind of scheming has only just begun. The Celestial Prince will not stop. Mr. Severed Pulse will have even more vicious moves.
As long as you are here.
Yes, as long as the core competitive advantage, the Stone Spirit, and the core team, Su Wanli, Ling, Chun Wei are still here. I will ultimately win this workplace counterattack.
Host, detected in the far north. Barbarian King Wutagu has completed the sacred artifact refinement.
The real war is coming.
The twilight of Great Qian ends here. Shattered Dream. Activate. Don't look at that scythe. Guard your mind. Think of the compensation His Highness promised you. Think of your wives and children at home. Stand straight. I'm here.
This sacred artifact, fueled by 10,000 souls, can cut off spiritual energy within 100 miles. The Lingchen Guard's formation will fail.
This kind of disconnection of energy flow. The barbarians went all out for this. Old Master Dugwa guards the formation core. He's flowing with sword. Wanli leads the Green One guards to flank from the side. They'll harass the shaman altar with guerrilla tactics.
What about you?
I'm going to destroy that scythe of power. If we don't destroy it, town of Northgate won't hold for more than 2 hours.
I've been cooking in the northern border my whole life. I've never seen so many cute little guys trying to get through the pass. Ask my blade if it's sharp enough first. His Highness said, we are the teeth of the northern border. As long as the teeth hold, Diqian will never fall. Kill!
I am his wife, and I am a princess of Diqian. I cannot let him get distracted. Even if it means my soul is destroyed. I will still hold this line.
Knight Lingchen, watch your people wail in despair.
Wutagu, your sacred artifact, is forged from the bones of the dead. But my power comes from the heartbeat of thousands of living people.
Host! This will tear your soul apart.
If I don't go to hell, who will lead them home? Let this northern wasteland become your burial ground.
Impossible. This is the power granted by the barbarian god. How dare you rewrite the rules?
This is the will of our nation's fortune. You are nothing but mantis trying to stop a chariot.
Lingchen. I thought I'd never see you again.
The blood spilled today forges eternity. The resolve of all of you will rebuild our land.
Your Highness. You really are taking us with you to the capital?
Xiaoman, you are the shield of the northern border. If you don't hold town of Northgate, I won't sleep a wink in the capital. 3,000 Lingchen guards are enough to accompany me. The rest of the troops rest here, and supplies are fully provided. Bringing tens of thousands of men back would be called rebellion. Bringing 3,000 elites back is just an honor guard. Back when I led a team in my past life, I learned one thing. Core backbone stays at the front line of production. Only the publicity team goes to headquarters to receive the award.
Host, the power of faith is overloading. Progress in converting chaos spirit liquid has increased. Your every word and action now can influence half the nation's fortune of Diqian.
This feeling is heavier than winning the Industry's Employee of the Year award in my previous life. What these people want isn't much, just stability, a leader who can shield them from harm. Since I've taken this prince's position, this KPI, I'll see it through to the end.
By the mandate of heaven, the Emperor decrees, open the main gate to welcome the distant Lord.
Wanli, the wind in the capital, seems more venomous than the ice shards of the northern border.
With me here, no venomous snake can get close to you.
He kills barbarians in the north, while I become a laughingstock in the capital. Master Duanmai, you say Father opened the Tianshu gate to welcome him. Has he already considered making him crown prince? Your Highness, when a vessel is full, it overflows. When the moon is full, it wanes. Now the whole world praises him. This may not be a good thing. This old man has a strategy called praising to death. His prestige is quite high now, isn't it? Then let's add fuel to the fire. Push him so high that even father feels threatened. Spread rumors that Deqian's fortune, 9 parts lie in the north. The 9th princes might overshadows the Tianshu. Also, although the Shen family has fallen in the north, they have a long-term sleeper agent in the imperial capital. The Shen ancestors were founding heroes, holding a scroll of the great ancestors' teachings. We can use this to force him at tomorrow's reward ceremony to surrender his military power and enter the imperial clan court, or be branded disloyal and unfilial. Have you heard? The 9th prince has returned this time. Not only brought back the barbarian king's head, but also the Shen family's century-accumulated treasure vault. Some say he's wealthier than the national treasury now. Merits overshadowing the sovereign. Look, the Lingqing guard obeys only him. Do they even have his majesty in their eyes? Humph. Your Highness, these words are clearly aimed at you. What 9th prince should be established? It's downright slanderous. This subordinate couldn't bear it any longer, hence the rash outburst.
In the corporate world of Blue Star, Lingxing, this is called a praise trap. Put you on the hot seat, see when you'll. That great ancestor's teaching scroll from the Shun family. I anticipated it long ago. The Crown Prince wants to use the rules of the dead to suppress the achievements of the living.
This is news from the Sacred Sword sect. The Crown Prince heavily bribed the sect's law enforcement elder, claiming you used evil arts to control the North. Tomorrow's ceremony may not just be for rewards, but a trial.
Want to judge me? Then they'd better have good teeth to bite through this piece of chaos diamond. Old man, you open the Tianshu gate to welcome me. I accept this challenge. Old man, why are you so weak? You didn't take the blood ginseng sent back from the northern frontier.
Ha ha ha, you brat. That wasn't for me to eat. Jin, tell me truthfully. What exactly is that stone orb of yours?
It's not an evil object.
Sigh, the eldest prince's heart is not in the right place. This is a true copy of the Shen family's ancestral decree from the great ancestor. Tomorrow at the ceremony, the eldest prince will use it to cause trouble.
Father, what if I choose neither option? Father, rules are set by the dead, but fortune is made by the living. Tomorrow, I will create a new sky for you, for the great Qian.
Ah, this old body of mine. Tomorrow, I'll join you in this madness. The ninth prince has military achievements, but it said his slaughter in the northern frontier was excessive, even going so far as to use evil methods to devour the souls of the barbarians. We righteous people cannot stand demonic remnants. At today's banquet, I will see for myself this. Prince Shinbei. Master Lu, be careful with your words. The ninth prince is, after all, a prince personally appointed by his majesty. Even if there were oversights, it's not for the martial world to discuss.
In the northern frontier, even the barbarian king Wu Tugu said to me, his bones were fed to my steed. Would you like to try?
Ninth prince, are you declaring war on the entire martial world?
Within his 36-year-old weary soul lies utter contempt for these part-time, self-important leaders. All under heaven is the king's land. You recognize the soil and water of Great Qian, yet you wish to establish a lawless zone upon it. deal with a sect with this client mentality, you must use the hardest KPI, fists, to tell them who the prime contractor of this project really is. Oomph.
Elder Mo, you saw it yourself. Yi Lingjin now has no regard for the law. He doesn't even respect me, his elder brother, let alone the sect. That dark golden true energy of his is definitely not orthodox imperial technique. It must be a demonic possession.
I have already investigated Wanli. That girl is bewitched, actually helping him hide it. At tomorrow's ceremony, I will activate the demon scrying ancient mirror. If he truly has a demonic root, I will use that as a reason to forcibly take Wanli away and abolish his cultivation.
Not only that, but those lowly assassin organizations in the martial world. The Blood River sect and the Broken Blade Hall have accepted payment. During tomorrow's ceremony, they will disguise themselves as suffering northern frontier commoners and accuse Yi Lingjin of massacring cities. With these three prongs, he is doomed.
Accuse Yi Lingjin of practicing dark magic. The sect gave me this sword, but Lingjin gave me my life. If this world wants to judge him, then my sword will judge this world first.
Wanli, Imo Qingshuang. Did that old witch threaten you?
Aren't you scared? Tomorrow, the whole capital might turn against you.
In my past life, I messed up one project plan, and every project manager in the company ganged up to criticize me. I've seen way worse than this. Tomorrow, I won't just shut them up. I'll make this entire martial world, from now on, only answer to the Qian.
His Highness said, not a single fly that sneaks into the city tonight gets away.
Since the villains want to play the game of suppressing the public opinion, then I'll put on a little show for them. Divine Right of Kings.
By the decree of the Emperor, blessed by heaven, the ninth prince achieved great military exploits in the northern border. Reward, 10,000 acres of fertile land, 10,000 taels of gold, and grant 1 royal residence. Accept the decree and kneel in gratitude immediately. Hold on, Father. Your son has a petition to present. According to the ancestral precepts of Deqian's founding emperor, for all our military commanders, those who have no heir remaining in the capital cannot be ennobled as prince. He is unmarried and has no heir now, granting him the title of prince is disrespect to the ancestral system.
The countless people killed by 9th Prince Yi Lingchen number in tens of thousands. His true energy is murky. He is suspected of being infected with dark magic seed. This old woman today requests to activate the demon-revealing mirror. If there is dark energy, he must hand over his military power, and also leave his life here.
Let me see how you get out of this predicament.
What a fine ancestral precept. What a fine talk of dark magic. The so-called ancestral precepts of you people are made for the weak. And the so-called dark magic you talk of, it's just because all of you are too weak. If the founding emperor of the Qian knew that his descendants grovel like this today, he would definitely be so angry that he'd climb out of his imperial mausoleum. Today I, Yi Lingchen, do not uphold old ancestral precepts. What I establish is the great covenant of heaven's way. For all citizens of Diqian, cultivators who guard the country and benefit the people shall be promoted. Warriors who defend the territory and expand borders shall be ennobled. Rules are set by the strong. The imperial power of Diqian. Imperial power is supreme. Unbeaten divine talisman. No fear of ancestral rules. The military power is right here with me. Who dares to come take it? Wanli, back when I was in the northern border, I always kept thinking when I could go back to the capital and live a few days of life without unpaid overtime. Now that I'm actually back, I can't help but feel that in the air of this capital. The hidden schemes are colder than the wind and snow of the northern border.
Today at the ceremony you shatter the ancestral precepts and establish the great covenant of heaven's way. Now every noble house in the capital sees you as a thorn in their side. This temporary calm is likely just that, temporary.
Wait. Analyzing the chaos, stone spirit.
This aura. I've sensed it before, coming from the direction of the first prince's estate. This power doesn't belong to the Tianwu continent. Not from any known righteous or demonic path. It's devouring life force.
Trying to leave? Oomph. I knew it. A first prince who only knows how to play political games could never have hired a shaman of that caliber or gotten his hands on the authentic ancestral edict. So, he is foreign backing. This eclipsing moon hall is probably the real parasite behind the great Qian dynasty.
What do we do next?
Back to the estate. This mess is deeper than we thought.
Father made him a prince. The heavenly Tao backs him. But I have nothing. Those martial sects, they treat him like their own father now. Is this the open scheme you mentioned? Your Highness, my strategies have indeed faltered. Against absolute power, the eclipsing moon hall's chips are just being laid on the table, First Prince. You needn't dwell on it. The object within Yi Lingchen's body is the chaos source stone our hall has sought for a millennium. The heavenly Tao power he wielded at the ceremony was just robbing Peter to pay Paul, forcibly draining the great Qian's fortune for the next century. Sign this blood moon pact. Sacrifice the living souls of the 3 provinces, and our hall will grant you the eclipsing moon divine mirror. It will propel you into the imperial zenith realm overnight. The imperial zenith realm. That's Emperor Yi Qingsan's current level. If I sign, I won't be ruling the great Qian. I'd be ruling a wasteland. Either become king, dominating all life from the ruins, or become the mud beneath Yi Lingchen's feet, cursed in history for millennia. Ha ha ha.
The Shun family colluded with the barbarians to use their blood sacrifice arrays to activate the altar left by the eclipsing moon hall. The First Prince targets me to maintain the hall's infiltration of the imperial power by suppressing me. What they want is the entire fortune and life force of the Great Qian. This model is eerily similar to those of my past life. The financial predator who maliciously shorts the market. In the end, they'll devour every last retail investor, leaving not even a bone.
If the Eclipse Palace has truly infiltrated this deeply, then there's likely more than one Shen Songlong in the imperial court.
That's what worries me most. The old man's health is failing. I'm afraid it's also connected to this Eclipse Palace. They don't just want my Chaos Stone. They want control over the entire mortal realm. Wanli, send a message to Chow Man. Have him secretly investigate all ancient altar sites in the northern borderlands.
We must cut off their cash flow before they launch their full-scale assault. Your Highness, something's wrong. Eclipse Shadow Guard, send the 9th Prince into the cycle of reincarnation.
Their bodies are illusory.
Not illusory. They're using some technique to rapidly shift their presence between higher and lower dimensions. Wanli, it's called probability superposition. Don't just hack at them.
These shadow guards have no souls. They're biochemical puppets.
The crown prince wants to be a puppet emperor. The eclipse palace wants to devour the mortal realm. Oomph. This game is now a matter of Dakian survival. My retirement plans are completely shot.
Chinner, during that night's Shadow Guard's self-destruction, you should have seen it clearly. That wasn't a human technique. That was the shadow of the Eclipse Palace.
Father Emperor, it seems you've been playing this game of chess for a long time. The Shun family, the barbarian tribes, even the crown prince. They're all just pieces on this sand table, aren't they?
Sigh. Ever since I ascended the throne, I sensed a cold, sinister presence, gnawing away at Dakian's foundation. The poison in my body wasn't the crown prince's doing. It's the abyssal aura of the Eclipse Palace. They're using me as a sacrificial offering, trying to control the entire Dakian dynasty's fortune through me. I could only feign illness and weakness to lure the snake out of its hole.
As expected of the old man. This is no dotard king in retirement. This is an old hunter who's been hiding in the shadows, watching his prey for over a decade.
Chinner, I want you to leave the Imperial City. On the surface, you'll be inspecting military pay and appeasing the people in various provinces for me. In reality, you'll be my sky patrolling inspector, rooting out every last rotten bone in the Imperial Court. I will grant you special authority. Regarding matters of the Eclipse Palace, you have the power to execute first and report later, by Imperial decree.
Father Emperor suspects someone has already been replaced?
The Shadow Guard who ambushed you that night carried a phantom trace of a Ministry of War transfer order. This means the heart of the capital has become as porous as a sieve. I need you to draw fire in the open while I operate in the shadows. Use your actions to flush out the biggest snake.
Old man, I'll take this game on. But you can't skimp on my travel expenses.
Lingchen, the air feels off here. No signs of normal life. Just a thick smell of blood they tried to cover up.
Let's go to the ancestral hall in the town center.
Who dares interrupt my nourishment?
Ko Shang. You take the Empire's pay. Yet use dark arts to harm the people under your care?
The Empire? Ha! The Empire is history. When the blood moon rises, the whole world will be our altar.
Stone Spirit, lock onto his soul signature. I need to know who set up this array.
Analysis complete. It's the Blood Moon Soul Devouring Array. The main anchor point is at the residence of the Deputy Minister of the Ministry of War in the capital. The official's name is Zhang He.
Chaos Veiling Hand, third form. Annihilation. Wanley, I thought they just wanted to be the boss. To steal business. Now I see it. They want to destroy the whole market. A rival like that can't be left alive for a second.
Bastard. Who ruined my farm?
Minister Zhang, working so late?
Your Highness the Ninth Prince, weren't you inspecting the outer provinces? Do you know the crime of trespassing in a High Minister's residence?
The Emperor set upon seeing this token. Minister Zhang, I saw your subordinate enjoying a feast in Blackstone Town.
This humble official has no idea what your Highness is talking about. I know nothing of matters in Blackstone Town.
Minister Zhang, don't use your pathetic intelligence to test my professional integrity. Every document here is transparent to me. Last year's casualty list from the northern border. It lists 30,000 missing soldiers. Their bodies were never found. Minister Zhang, 30,000 soldiers, plus their families. Nearly 100,000 living souls. Where did you embezzle them to?
You're not a man. You're a demon.
A demon? I'm just a more professional auditor than you. The old man's first target is locked. Things might get a bit loud next. You might want to sit tight.
Lingchen, where to next?
The Ministry of War's main vault. If those missing soldiers aren't dead, he must have been turned into some kind of monster. We need to find the product warehouse before they launch their attack.
Based on the remaining coordinates from Zhang He's confession, The warehouse holding those 30,000 missing soldiers is right below here.
In my past life, those heartless factories at most just exploited workers. But here, they're tearing apart souls.
Then let's move faster. The Grand Prince has been pressing hard. We are still 5,000 short of the required number of Eclipse Moon Shadow Guards before the Blood Moon arrives. The project must be shut in.
This is the Grand Prince's bargaining chip, using the flesh and blood of our Dacian soldiers to feed his bottomless ambition. How dare he turn living people into monsters like this? He's absolutely insane.
Who's there?
I am the one here to settle your wages.
Ninth Prince. Our master said you are a variable. But today, I see you are nothing more than a stronger one among all these sacrifices.
Lingchen, these brothers in arms can't be saved anymore. Their souls are trapped in their bodies, unable to die even when they beg for it.
Since they can't go back, I'll see them on their way. And by the way, I'll send all these little bastards to hell.
Your Highness, this divine essence will let you cross the threshold of the Huangji realm ahead of time. But the side effect is, you will gradually lose all human emotions. Does this power suit your appetite? Emotions? Those things are nothing but hypocrisy. They only make this king slow and weak. What this king wants is power. I want Lingchen to kneel at my feet. I will dye my father's dragon throne completely black. Your Highness, bad news. We lost contact with Luohan Valley. I'm afraid the Ninth Prince has already. Who allowed you to look this king in the eye? Your Highness, you are nothing but nourishment for me. Your blood will become the stepping stone for me to reach the throne. Ah. Dizzy, did you hear that? Your Majesty, this servant only heard the wind. No. That is the cry of my eldest son, and it is also the howl of my soldiers. I originally thought the eldest was just cruel-hearted, but I never expected he would dare to let the eclipse moon possess his body. He is no longer my son. Chenier, hurry up. I can barely hold on. I'm afraid I won't make it until the blood moon rises.
Has the stone spirit of Lingchen found anything yet?
It's a grand scheme called the Ascension of the Blood Moon. The failure at Wutu Valley was just to drain the fortune of the northern border, the corruption of the Shun family, to provide cover for these underground workshops. The ultimate goal is to use the Crown Prince as a vessel. On the 15th day after the ceremony, the night of the Blood Moon, sacrifice the entire capital's millions of lives to forcibly open the gate of Minuan. This scheme is like pawning a nation to take out a loan from a demon, and then slaughtering all the guarantors, the people. The Crown Prince isn't mad. He's been brainwashed by KD.
You officials are all devils, killing in the northern frontier. Now you've returned to kill us.
This isn't just about me.
Detected. The capital's groundwater system has been poisoned. Mingyuan powder is spreading throughout the city. This low-dose contamination will erupt instantly when the Blood Night descends.
I know some of you are here for ideals. Some for loyalty, some just to survive. But what we face now is no longer a court struggle. It's the survival of our race. The Crown Prince has mutated. The Shuriwa Palace forces have breached the pass. Tomorrow is the Blood Moon Night. Chow Man, lead the Lingchen Guard to secure the 4 water sources. Anyone attempting to poison them, show no mercy. Master Dugalao, please guard the palace perimeter. Protect His Majesty. Understood. Ling Sing. You come with me to the Crown Prince's residence. We're going to meet that devil about to ascend the throne.
What about me?
You come with me. Our betrothal won't rot in this murky world. In my past life, I worked many shifts, but this time, it's for my own world. Since they want to see a blood moon, I'll give them a show. The golden crow chasing the moon.
Brothers, why aren't you eating? Elder brother summoned us here so late at night. If it's just for this family banquet, that seems improper. Father is gravely ill. We should be waiting outside the palace. Father is weary. From today, I set the rules for Deqian. Sign this blood pact of shared fate, and you remain honored princes. Otherwise, the fate of those missing northern frontier soldiers will be your own. My esteemed ministers, you once cheered for me at the ceremony. It's too late to back out now. Tomorrow, as the blood moon rises, I ascend as emperor. Anyone who opposes me, their 9 clans perish, souls forged. You're inviting the wolf into the house. You want to sell our ancestors' legacy to the devil. Ancestors. Even our ancestors would have to kneel before this power. Your Highness, the first prince's mansion is sealed by a purple-gray mist. All the princes and nearly half the court officials are trapped inside. None of the scouts we sent have returned.
My brother is making a desperate, all-or-nothing gamble. He knows I'm investigating Soulfall Valley, and he knows Father already intends to kill him. Before the blood moon, he wants to take hostages, to forcibly lock down the capital's defensive array. So even I can't easily mobilize the Imperial Guard from the outskirts.
Lingchen, we must launch a surprise attack. If those princes are killed, the Great Qian's legal succession will be completely severed.
We can't charge and head on. He's now at the half-step Imperial realm. Combined with the Eclipse Hall's array, send orders to Chowman. Have him lead the Lingchen Guard to abandon the water source defense. Infiltrate the Ministry of War's armory in secret. Cut off the underground chi supply channels. I want his blood moon altar to falter the moment it activates, due to insufficient spiritual energy supply. Since he wants to run this evil shift, I'll cut his power first.
Father, you're still awake? Ling Kong, you have finally taken that step. Does this throne truly hold such a spell over you? No, Father. You are too stingy. The moment Ninth Brother returned, you gave him all the military power and status. You constantly preach for the sake of Great Qian. But in your heart, you have never truly acknowledged this prince. Since you won't give it, then this prince will take it myself. I will use your life to consecrate my blood moon. Your breath of true dragon chi will be the final step for my breakthrough to the Imperial realm. Ling Kong, I gave you a name. I gave you life. The only thing I could not give you was a benevolent heart. The dragon's chi is severed. The heavens of Great Qian have collapsed. Imperial authority and demonic ways, both in my grasp. This world is finally mine.
Lingchen. Father, he?
In the burning dragon decree Father left me, he said, if the heavens collapse, then I must create a new one. He bought me the last 12 hours with his life. If I go to my death fueled by rage, that would be the true defeat.
Ninth Prince, the first prince has gone mad. He is confiscating our treasuries for his sacrificial rites. We beg your highness to show us a clear path.
There's only one clear path. Everyone heed my command. Use all the family's reserve spirit stones. All supplies will be transported to Shuang Town in the southeast of the capital. It's the last patch of unpolluted land. Your men don't need to fight. I just need you to use all your wealth to buy me time, to delay the Blood Moon's full completion.
All right. No matter the hardship, the Liu family will gamble with you on this, your highness. Your highness, the armory has been secured. Commander Chao has discovered the Crown Prince's bridge of 10,000 bones lay underground. It's a channel of soldiers' bones, stained with blood, acting as a conduit for the Grand Array.
Only in this lifetime. My past life was exhausting. In this life, I want to live truly. After tomorrow, if I'm still here, we'll return to Jinbei Pass. If I'm not, you take the Lingchen Guard back to the Sacred Sword Sect. Never come down the mountain again.
If you're gone, there will be no more beauty in this world. Lingchen, I will stand by you and deliver that sword strike.
Since you've forsaken your humanity, I shall rid the world of this scourge for you.
Yi Lingchen, you've finally come. Look at this world, how beautiful. Just one more sacrifice of 1,000,000 souls, and the will of this realm will crumble. I shall become the creator of the new order.
All soldiers, heed my command. For Dakian, charge with me.
Kill! Your Highness, go. Don't worry about us. Kill him. Your Highness, to the altar. Leave this place to me. Ha ha ha. It's useless, Yi Ling Chin. You think your Chaos Stone can defy the heavens? Your so-called justice is as fragile as scrap paper before absolute devouring.
Not yet. It's not time to clock out yet. I'm a project manager. This mess, I have to clean it up. In this lifetime, no, this isn't overtime. This is my world. What I'm protecting isn't a KPI. It's the people who love me.
Die, ninth brother.
Don't touch him. If you want to kill him, you'll have to step over my corpse first.
Wanley. Yi Ling Kong, Inkwe. You speak of power, yet understand nothing of the common people. This palm strike is for the northern border soldiers. This finger thrust is for the Emperor. In this life, I return to this world.
No! I cannot accept this. We, your subjects, beseech the prince to ascend the throne and rule the four seas. Revitalized to Chien. Prince, please ascend the throne.
This job. Ha. Lao Chi, the empire is yours now. Chow Man, Lin Xing, Du Gulao will all help you. You're better suited for this cage than I was.
Your Highness.
I've worked overtime my whole life. Now it's time to accompany my princess and see this vast land.
Ling Chen.
Go to Blue Star, to a place even farther. The stone spirit told me. There's a new world there, and a way home.